Jacob, wake up. We have two extremely exciting heavyweights opening up the card. We have two heavyweights that have all of the slowness, all of the cardio mishaps, all of the sluggish heavyweight talent, and none of the one-punch heavyweight power. And I'm just going to head and break
Angelo,
it down. You have any words for the people?
Thought of that 3 seconds before the stream started and was like, oh, I'm going to say that. That's a great line.
It is. It is. That's exactly what this heavyweight fight is. When you get a heavyweight fight and the round line is 2.5 and the over is juiced, you know it's not going to be a very exciting fight.
Isn't a tough tattoo on your neck a little bit aggressive?
He did win the Ultimate Fighter, so if anybody can do it, go for it. I mean, and he won it with knockout too.
If I had a tattoo for every golf tournament I won, I'd look like Travis Barker, motherfucker. Jesus Christ, that shit should be fucking everywhere. If I got a tattoo for every athletic achievement I've ever had like that, oh my God, dude, there's not enough skin on me.
I have a framed Grand Slam wiffle ball, so I should have tattooed that. Just the date I hit the Grand Slam and who I hit it off.
Yeah, I loaded the bases. I did all the hard part. You made one swing.
Yeah, but that's all anybody remembers. That's all anybody cares about. Opening up the UFC Vegas 89 fight card, we have Mohammed Usman taking on Mick Parkin. This is a heavyweight battle. Mohammed Usman, 10-2 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He is riding a 3-fight win streak. He's taking on Mick Parkin. This guy is undefeated in his career, and he is looking for his 3rd UFC win. As I mentioned, it's a battle of the heavyweights, and while we've seen Mohammed Usman knock people out with one punch, he's not that guy. That's not who he is. He is Kamaru Usman's younger brother, but they have zero similarities as far as fighting is concerned. He doesn't fight like Kamaru. He doesn't have like that in-and-out striking with the really nasty high-level wrestling. That's not who he was. He played football at a high level, and he fights like that. He is tough. He will come forward, and he will shoot takedowns, but they're football-style takedowns. They're just like big man, good pressure, be strong takedowns.
Like all those fucking bullshit takedowns you tried on me, I defended.
I launched you into the fucking wall.
It wasn't a takedown. As a
oh, okay. The wall is the only thing.
I thought we were wrestling, but, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then what? Okay. Anyway, Mohammed Usman, while he doesn't have that wild, big one-punch power, we've seen it, but that's not typically how he fights, and that's not what you can expect out of him. He is evolving a bit into a wrestler, but unfortunately for him, he has only gone 2 for 12 in his takedown attempts in his last fight. He is coming off that decision win, in his fight with Junior Taffa, and most recently, he's coming off that decision win over Jake Collier, where just his sheer size and one single well-timed takedown won him an insanely boring decision. He's taking on Mick Parkin. Mick Parkin seems to be a prospect. He seems to be somebody the UFC wants to push a little bit, get some feelers out there, see if the people like him, or if they should invest some money in him. He is a good-sized heavyweight. He does a really good job, unfortunately for the fans, but he does a really good job slowing down the tempo. He'll get in there and then immediately, let me close the distance. Let me literally hang onto your arms, hang onto your shoulders, push you against you. I just want to slow this whole thing down because he's not big. He's very big he's not fast. He's very big and lumbering and wants to keep that pace as slow as possible. And then he will actually work in some wrestling himself, and he has some solid BJJ. He's going to wrestle more than most heavyweights do. And when it hits the ground, it's not just slamming away. He is working with control, trying to get a submission. He's coming off that close win over Kyle Machado, where he was losing those striking exchanges, but he had some success with the takedowns. And, the reality is, outside of looking completely different, they do fight somewhat similarly. Neither one of these guys are amazing at anything. They're kind of slower on the heavyweight side, but they will work forward and they will try to get some takedowns. Usman's the more dangerous of the two, the more powerful of the two, the more physically gifted of the two, but Mick Parkin's going to be the more technical of the two. I got to go with the technique here. Mick Parkin is going to be the pick, but we were not lucky enough to have a 1.5 round line. I'm not betting the over on a heavyweight fight, and I don't trust Mick Parkin enough to bet on him, so there will be no bets from me on this fight, but Mick Parkin is going to be the pick. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, real quick. I just want to make this real fucking clear. Any fucking Amanda Hebos slander, in the fucking, and Angela, you can laugh too, and I'll just fucking leave. Okay? Any fucking Amanda Hebos slander in the chat, in the comments, in the Discord, zero fucking tolerance this week. Tell you that. Zero fucking tolerance this week. Auto banned. Mods, you fucking just toss their ass out. I don't give a fuck if their whole family's still sitting here. Get them the fuck out of the fucking chat. Any Amanda Hebos, oh, she's gonna get, you're fucking done. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, okay? Now, I think that, Mick Parkin, to me, I think he's the overall better fighter. I think he's just the more established fighter, the actual mixed martial artist in this fight. There's no denying the athletic achievements and abilities of Mohammed Usman. This dude is a fucking tank and a fucking beast. Has shown that he can get clipped, but he doesn't spaz out completely and can take a shot and kind of get to a clinch position and stay safe even when he's getting clipped. But I just have to pick the better fighter here. I don't believe that Mohammed Usman is going to get the takedowns that he needs. And if he's not getting the takedowns and getting control and laying on this guy, I think in space, Mick is going to be able to kind of pick him apart because Usman, his most raw ability, his most raw attribute, is that? His most...
At his core?
Is his striking. I would say that's where he lacks the most. Is just a stand-up boxing type of striking. He'll throw a little bit wild. He definitely will throw heavy. And if he lands, he can put anybody out. He's got that type of power. But the technique really just isn't there. I think Mick's gonna stuff the takedowns. Usman's gonna get a little bit wild in there, and it probably is gonna be boring. It's probably Mick maybe holding him, as you said, against the fence when he all this and that. But I think Mick's a better fighter. I'm going him, but I'm not crazy confident. I do have him in like a little bit of a parlay, but it's a parlay that I put together where it's like these people should be the better fighter, so they should win. But it's like, I mean, I could see Usman. I get it. A lot of people love Usman this week, and I guess I kind of get it. But
he's not
in the Apex. I mean, I'll be there. So if you guys want me to swing a fight one way or the other, you let me know. You know what I mean?
Whispering stuff in the judges' ears. Well, I get it. I mean, it is a tough fight to call. And Usman, he started MMA very late in life. He basically was like, I'm a good athlete, which he is. Let me start fighting. My brother's a great fighter. I've been around fighters. Let me just start fighting. So he is late to the game, and he doesn't have a solid base other than he's a very good athlete. So it's tricky, but at the same time, Eric Anders has success with basically the exact same credentials. Just be athletic, hit hard, move forward. And Usman could make something happen just being... He's not a quitter and he's not soft. He could make something happen just off that alone. But you're right. He's not the more technical fighter of the two. You got $7,800 in DraftKings, though. Is that appealing?
DraftKings can be a mess this week. There's so many. I mean, it's crazy that, and obviously the odds moved now. I think Rose is like minus 280, but she was the biggest favorite, even at like minus 210 or something. Yeah. That's how a lot of these
razor thin card.
Yeah, really. So DraftKings is probably going to be a mess this week, and I don't like either one of these guys for DraftKings.
Well, and finding a safety parlay, I will admit, was very tricky to do. I did find one. This is not the week to blindly just throw all your money at a safety parlay. I don't necessarily trust it that much, but I am confident enough to put it on the board. If you want to unlock that safety parlay that I just really sold the shit out of, just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It is $10 a month. You will unlock not only that, but every single pick, bet, round line lean, and tool that we offer. And if you go back and rewind a few minutes, you will see the slate this year and how well we have done so far. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Jacobs, should I say what you wanted me to make the safety parlay and that I refused?
Yeah, I said put fucking throw Rose in there.
Yeah, which I'm not going to do. And then, so you wanted me to put Rose in the safety parlay and then called me a pussy for not doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, surprise, surprise, guess what? Amanda Hebos is going to be the fucking lock of the week this week. There's no question about that. And I wanted to go up against the safety parlay. I was man enough to take a 3-1 dog against Angelo's 3-1 favorite. Head-to-head, lock of the week safety parlay. We go back.
I don't love Rose in that fight. We'll talk about that fight in a little bit, but you're making it sound like I'm positive she's going to win.
You fucking picked her.
Holy spoiler
and you love throwing the biggest favorite on the card in the parlay, so...
No, I don't. I hate doing that. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to wewantpicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.